In fact, Patricia was out last night. She's out in the streets once again this morning, and she's in Midrand monitoring how residents are coping with water challenges. The plant maintenance has left several taps dry in several neighbourhoods, we understand, sparking frustration amongst residents who rely on daily access to clean drinking water and for other use, of course. Let's go live to Patricia Visagie. Pat, thank you very much for being out last night. You're also out and about this morning. Talk to us about the situation in Midrand. I know a number of residents have faced or expressed their frustration on social media about, the lack of water for several use. I know we had some employees who couldn't come to work as well as a result of not being able to bath.
Well, good morning, Criselda. We are outside of the Joburg Water depot in Midrand. You would remember that throughout this week, we were told that Midrand is actually one of the areas hardest hit by the maintenance on the water infrastructure system around Johannesburg. And that was actually phase one. And we can also say that phase two has started yesterday on the 19th. It is expected to affect areas such as Soweto and Lenasia. But much concerning is the fact that areas that fall under phase one, Midrand being one of those areas, is still not having enough water. Of course, some parts of Midrand have water flowing through the taps at the various households, but other households are still left under frustration and they are coming here. We're just going to show you there in the corner. That is where most of the residents around Midrand here at the depot, that is where they actually get their water from here at the depot. So we've been seeing cars stopping to fill up. Of course, a lot of frustration. You've heard the anger, in particular this time of the year. Many of the residents, saying that this is a great inconvenience to them. I'm joined by one of the residents here in Midrand, and that is Mr. Robert Shivambu. You are one of the people that has expressed your concern about the water challenges going on for so long.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see, I just came here to fill up my water. I have got about 55 liters of the drums that you see there. But I think this crisis is now beyond crisis. The water crisis in Midrand is now beyond crisis. We haven't had water in my house, in my case, since Sunday. And today is Friday, 2 days away to about 7 days or 8 days without water. So every day I now have to organize my life around making sure that I come here in the morning to draw about 55 liters in the morning, and then in the evening 55 liters. And it's not enough, because to flush your toilet you need about 18 liters at once. So it's abuse what we are going through, and this, for me, this is what we are beginning to see when misgovernance is interfering with my constitutional right to water in the city of Johannesburg. I think they need to explain what is going on. It's beyond crisis. They need to come out and tell us exactly what is going on, because you can't be doing maintenance for the whole week without a plan, without any contingency measures to make sure that people have got some kind of water. It's so painful. You have to come here in the morning. You've got women coming here with babies on their back, and they have to come here and draw water because the water demands in the households are very, very high. So I think they need to come out and explain what is going on, because we are paying residents. We are not just getting water service for free from the city of Johannesburg. You have to see our water bill on a monthly basis to see what we are paying them.
You're talking about a contingency plan that you were hoping for. What would that plan look like for you as an end user? When we hear officials talking about maintenance is important, it has to happen, and unfortunately it comes with certain pains.
Yeah, so as you can see, there are some water tankers that are driving in and out of here. So I live about 2 kilometers away from this depot. I've never seen a water tanker in my area. In the past, we've had a situation where they would bring a water tanker in some of these gated communities around here. This time around, I've never seen one, because I think this crisis is now beyond what they had expected. Maybe these water tankers are being deployed somewhere. So that's infringing with my rights to water as a resident. So we have never seen any water tankers in our area. I live 2 kilometers away from here. Never discussing that. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about lack of contingency measures.
All right, thank you so much. We'll leave it at that for now, Criselda. Just again there to show you there in the corner. That is perhaps one of the best pictures that we can bring you live of the struggle, the inconvenience, the effort, the extra effort, in particular this time of the year that many of the residents that are affected by the water challenges have to go to, the schedule that they have to consider when they do all of this. And of course, water tankers is their only hope when they're facing these struggles. It's even harder for those who have small children around their homes. Last night when we spoke to the Johannesburg Mayor, Dada Morero, he said that there are water tankers that are being deployed. He said Joburg has 20 water tankers that are rotating, and one is asking, is 20 water tankers enough for such a big area? And obviously when you hear the concerns on the ground, then you know, the writing is on the wall. It is not enough, as you've just heard here from Mr. Shivambu as well, bemoaning the limitation or the few water tankers that are in circulation. It's back to studio.
Patricia, we really appreciate that. Actually, you know, a not very welcome sight, especially as people want to enjoy this festive season. That is very inconveniencing. Just looking at those pictures, you can tell the desperation of residents in that area. Thank you very much indeed. SABC News reporter Patricia Visagie out and about as the water woes continue in parts here in Johannesburg.